The park. The new open air elixir. Who knew? Well, today you're going to know. I'm Lance, I consult in the space, and we're going to explore the app that is going to get us all out and into green spaces for the right reasons. And then I'm going to point this startup in the right SEO direction where the grass is greener. Green spaces are open areas partially or completely covered by natural elements, vegetation, and include urban parks, forests, gardens, and trees along the street. A growing number of psychologists are studying the effects of green spaces on our mental health, and the links being uncovered are complex, not fully understood, but definitely there. In some, according to studies, access to nature has been found to improve sleep, reduce stress, increase happiness, reduce negative emotions, promote positive social interactions, and even help generate a sense of meaning to life. The links to all these studies are in the description. It's clear green spaces can help with psychological restoration and serve as an intervention and respite for overstimulated minds. A few researchers have tried to assess what the appropriate dose of green space might be, with one study concluding 2 hours a week of contact with nature was associated with health and well being. A link to that study is in the description. Okay, with this foundation, a startup called NatureQuant was founded to create data around nature and find applications for it. One outcome of that charter is an app called NatureDose, a personalized nature prescription app that essentially functions as a lifestyle intervention tool to get you outside and into green spaces. NatureQuant is leading the way in an emerging practice called ecotherapy or nature therapy, the practice of spending time in green space for all the right reasons mentioned earlier and boosts mental health outcomes. This startup NatureQuant, they've built a master database combining inputs from a range of sources, including park databases, visual and infrared satellite imagery that picks up both greenery and water, aerial and street view photography fed through image recognition software, tree canopy data, road density data, noise pollution, light pollution, air pollution, water quality data, and more. All this data is processed with a machine learning algorithm which produces what they call a nature score, a 0 to 100 rating of a given location's overall effect on a user's mental well being. They've essentially quantified something that is normally subjective, kind of like the Equifax or Experian for green spaces everywhere, and that includes where you live and work. You can actually go to their site, plug in any address, and see your green space score. The app uses personalized data collection tools to inform you when you need to spend time in a green space and for how long. And that's a great thing, a prescription. Because the reality is, most of us are disconnected from a healthy amount of engagement with the green space. And this engagement with the green space is just as vital and important for us as diet and exercise. This is about achieving biodiversity fitness with self and enjoying the benefits thereof. What we have here is a unique approach to synthesizing technologies, machine learning, and big data to assess the time spent outdoors, resulting in a powerful platform to improve mental wellness. Now it's time to grind NatureQuant. It looks like they've just launched their site last spring, so there's not much data here. I saw they're getting about 25 organic clicks from Google a month, but they're creating content, which is good. It's just not effective for them in generating awareness or discovery. I looked a bit further and see the total absence of any technical SEO programming, any meta tags on many of their pages. So they're basically in the water and rowing with one oar, which explains the underperformance on an SEO level. They could help themselves by sharpening the focus of their content on an SEO level and, of course, get the whole technical SEO game together. What do I mean? In looking at their keywords wherein they are coming on Google's radar, that's them right there. What's missing are two prime keywords right in their sweet spot. One being green spaces near me, and if you look right there, it's searched about 900 times a month here in the US. And the other keyword is ecotherapy. And if you look right there, it's searched about 1,200 times a month in the US. And if you take a close look at that red circle where it says 71%, those people are on desktop computers, and that's really great. Most people using search are doing it on a phone or voice, so you don't really get in your sales pitch on a desktop. But when you have 71% of your audience for a keyword on a desktop, that's what you want. But this is a startup that has a lot of irons in the fire. They touch a lot of verticals, not just mental health. They're in general health, they're active in real estate, research, government services, financial services. They're wearing a lot of hats, and they could be spreading themselves a little thin to really show proof of concept and traction in any one. They may have to focus on one or two verticals, get those right, and believe me, the others will come. I do think the behavioral health mental wellness vertical is a tight fit, a top tier for them because the outcome, the payoff is immediate, and we're in an era where anything can go viral overnight. I think this is a terrific app and a real solution for most of us because most of us are not getting our sufficient amount of green space engagement. And we all need a nudge to take care of ourselves. This can also be used as a supplement for treatment or therapy. I'll have links to NatureQuant in the description. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share this with a friend. If this is the kind of thing you enjoy, subscribe. I'm Lance. This is Therapy Grind. Until next time, take care.